Hey, all right. I don't know what was going on, but my technology didn't want to work, y'all. It didn't want to set up my camera. Y'all hear? I'm outside. I have a train that comes along the back of my house. I have my tea. You got your tea? Friends laugh. Friends laugh with you. Friends accept and forgive. What else does it say? Friends are forever. Friends laugh with you. Yes. Friends accept and forgive you. You have some friends. Friends. All right. When you come in, please let me know where you're located. Give me a shout out. A whoop whoop. Hey hey. And everybody needs friends. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait just a moment as the notification has gone out, just to make sure that everything is set up okay. I tell you, I was like, what is going on? Last week I had trouble getting on, had to redo it. Then today the camera didn't want to come on. But nevertheless, we made it. We made it. All right, so we are live now, guys. I am so excited. I hope that you can see me okay. I'm not sure how the connection is. I am Keisha Lalus Carter coming to you live. Yes, I'm so excited with this tea talk. So if you have your tea, one up for me and one up for you, because today we're going to continue our chat, our discussion that we had last week on getting stuck, walking in our purpose, and living out our divine destiny, going after who we are, who we are supposed to be, who we were meant to be before the hello right now, even later on. Let me know where you're located. I am in Wingate, North Carolina. It's a little town, college town, quiet college town. It's not like the college town that I went to in Tallahassee, but it is a very quiet college town, and I am so excited to share a piece of it with you. I'm outside, and it is we have a train go by here and there, but other than that, it's so quiet, so peaceful. All right, so last time we talked, I um I shared with you my story. I've been going through. I have I was stuck for several months, actually, because of the things that I had been going through in my life. And one of them was the loss of my father in April. So the whole month of April was just a very challenging month for me. Then May, I was trying to pull through, trying to pull myself back to getting into the groove of things after not doing anything for a whole month. And the month of May and June, I've been just getting my wheels turning. As you hear the train that goes by and behind my house, um, it's kind of like that flow. You start when you are running and going, go with it. Don't stop. Keep it moving, because once it stops, once the train stops, it's like trying to get going all over again. It's a slow process. Excuse me. And it's a gradual process that um, you just have to keep going, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. That's why I say your fire coming out. My brother Keenan, if you're watching, don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. He pissed on me, because my Miami roots are still there. They're not going anywhere. But anyway, so um, today, what I want to do is just to go back over the things that I shared last week, and that's the first thing. I was stuck, like I was saying, when I was going through the loss of my father during that whole process, and I didn't know how to get myself out of that situation at the moment. And then I remembered, girl, you know the steps, you've done this before. There were months where I was depressed, didn't know what I was going to do with myself, didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Then I got cancer. Oh my gosh, you talking about someone who reverted back to a childlike state. I became dependent on not I was self-sufficient, taking care of myself, but not completely. I was not I I I I was depending on the fact that I was just going to always be smooth without me really pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone so that I could be reach my goals, and so that I can identify with the purpose that was driven inside of me. I what do you call it? I slept on my greatness. So if you know anything about what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up, give me a whoop whoop, because let me tell you, it is real. And there's so many women that I speak to, so many women, countless women who have been in an unstuck state and have not had any idea as to how to get out. And so that's what I'm going to share with you. I know what it's like, and I can relate. So the first thing, you gotta know where you're stuck at, because there are times where I find women, um, I find that women are stuck and they don't want to come to grips with the truth, with the fact that they are in a place where they can get out. They're stuck, but there's a way out. There is an alternative. You don't have to stay where you are. You have had dreams 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago, but you have given up on them and you want out. Hey, let's be real, but you don't know what to do to get out. Um, I find that some people recognize that they have a bigger purpose, but they're not sure if what the voice that's in their head, those things that they've dreamt about, the things that they've um, often written about. Hey, sis. Hey, girlfriend. Thanks for joining me. So it's interesting that there are so many people that's not clear. They're not sure. They're uncertain about whether or not they really know what their purpose is. But it's there. Let me tell you, you have been given the instructions. You just haven't connected with it and believe enough in yourself that you can do it. So we all have this story to tell. We all have um, a bigger purpose that is meant to change the lives of other people. But first, we have to get unstuck. You making your ginger tea? Oh, I have chamomile today because I get a little anxious sometimes. So today I have chamomile. Thanks for sharing. I am so glad that you took the time to tell me what kind of tea you're making, girl. I'm gonna tell you, tea works. Tea works. hmm So I chose Tea Talk because, as girlfriends, sometimes We get to sit down and have a little tea, coffee, little drink. I don't drink, so tea it is. I can't have coffee, so tea it is. So that we could sit down and have a chat, discuss some things, discuss life, discuss the reality of what it really is. Yes, chamomile is good, good, good. So once you know where you're stuck, then you can assess where you are in life. Okay. You cannot assess yourself if you haven't taken the time to find out where your problem areas are. So first, let's figure out where are we stuck. I was stuck. I was sad, you know, grieving. That's normal. It's normal to get knocked down in life. That's going to happen. I don't care how perfect you think you are. I don't care how much you think you prepared. I thought I could handle it, but I had a wake up call and I got stuck. Okay, this is not the first time and it won't be the only time, I'm sure. But the key is knowing how to get unstuck. All right, so once you have identified where you're unstuck, where you're stuck, in order to get unstuck, let's talk about who you're the person who you've been told that you are. Okay, because a lot of times we get stuck in operating and being the person who we are really not deep down inside. We are operating in the person that people told us that we are. Okay, Tony Robbins, if you have ever followed him, he talks about sad people. They will always find a way to be sad. Angry people, they will always find a way to be angry. Okay, miserable people will always find a way to be miserable. Complainers will always complain, but those joyful people will always find a way to be joyful. Those thankful people will always find a way to be thankful. So who are you? Hmm. What are you telling yourself about yourself? What do other people say about you? First, you need to identify who you're not. And then I want you to talk about who you are. Who is the person that you know that you are? Or maybe the person who you'd like to become. Mm, 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 I get excited because the person that you see before you today is not the person that I used to be. I am not the person that I even knew I was able to become. I didn't know it. Let me tell you, it is so crazy because back in 2009, you would have never told me that I would be sitting before you on a live video talking about getting unstuck. I would have been watching somebody tell me how to get unstuck because I didn't believe in myself. I had no idea that I could do the things that I'm doing or that I have the potential to do that I've learned about within myself, strengths, the courage that I had to not only push through cancer, to push through the loss of my dad, to push through being a single mom, not knowing how I was gonna take care of my child, how we're gonna make it from day to day. Finances come and go. I didn't know, but I started recognizing that there is someone else deep down inside of me that has like that's phenomenal, that's dynamic, that is fierce and powerful. I didn't know she existed for so long. I had an idea that I wanted to be her, but I didn't know that I really am her. Okay, so I had to I had to do some self-evaluating. So, are you evaluating yourself? Are you taking time to write down, to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, the person that you are today, those characteristics, and and then writing down the opposite and saying, hey, I don't want to be lazy anymore. I don't want to be stuck anymore. I don't want to be um miserable anymore. I want to be happy and joyful. I want to be a giver. I want to help people. I want to um be able to provide more for my family. I want to be able to go and travel and do those things. Those are things that we can possess, but we have to become someone in order to possess those things. So can you give me an amen, amen? A to the men. All right. So in order for that to happen, you have to take a moment to sit down and look at who you are. Okay. If you're waking up day to day and you're not looking at where you are in your life, where you've been and where you want to go, you're going to stay in the same place. I know some people who are still doing the same thing that they've been doing, that they were doing 10 years ago. No progress, same complaints, still hanging out in the same spots with the same people, doing the same thing over and over again. But they want different results. Go figure. They call that insanity. And that was me for so long. Just being insane, just psychotic girl. But I had to recognize there's more, there's greater, right, inside of me. So once I identified who I am and who I wanted to be, I started going after that. But I had to realize that there's passion, there's something inside of me. There's a fire. It might have not have been burning. It might have been smoking a little bit. I just went to a barbecue the other day for the 4th, and the fire started going out. So you'll see some smoke coming up. I can't think of what that's called. My brain just froze. But we had to put some more coal on there, and ooh, sorry y'all. I'm outside and the bug decided he wanted to go searching some places it don't need to be. Anyway, so we had to put some lighter fluid in there and light it up and set it ablaze. That's where you need to be, right? We trying to get on fire. So what is that in that thing or that's inside of you that's waiting to catch on fire? What are you passionate about? What are the things that get you excited? What are those talents that you put aside for so long? Those talents that you used to operate in, maybe stop doing. I studied fashion design. I studied costume design, and I was sewing, and then something happened, and I got discouraged, and I put the sewing machine down, and I was like, I will never do that again. And there was one time, a couple of times since then, that I picked up the sewing machine, but I didn't. It was like, eh. But then, was it 2 weeks ago? My daughter is a Girl Scout, and so they had this project, and they needed some help with getting with sewing some pillowcases and tote bags. And I got so excited. I started sewing and sewing and sewing. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started remembering those days in the costume shop, those days with Miss Pringle at Dash, designing architecture senior high back in Miami, Florida. I was like, wow, this really feels so good. And once we complete, because I like process, I like to go through the process of things and then I like to see the final result. And so for me to see like all of these totes that we were able to put together, it was just so fulfilling for me. And I was like, girl, you better pick that sewing machine back up and, do some projects with your daughter from time to time, because it's something that it's a talent that I don't see myself doing for a career, but I know it's something that I enjoy doing. I can impact someone's life by making something. You never know. I mean, there's something inside of you that is probably laying dormant that you need to pick back up And that might be your money maker. That might be the one thing that opens doors and opportunities for you. You will never know if you keep sitting, complaining, miserable, stuck, not knowing how you're going to get from here to there. I need to drink on that. So, what are you passionate about? Once you have identified that, I want you to think about who are those people that you need to be serving. Okay, I'm a little hot. I'll get a little hot flash. Who are those people that you need to be serving? Those are the people who are waiting for you to show up and make a difference in their life. There is someone that needs you to show up just so that they can show up. They're saying, hey, I'm so glad that you showed up because I didn't know how I was going to make it through. I didn't know that this was possible. And by you showing up, you're letting them know, hey, it is possible. Just like Les Brown says, it is possible. Okay, let that be your new motto. It is possible. So oftentimes people will brush under the rug the areas that hurt the most. When you're hurting from either life's challenges, health issues, your children have gone mad, somebody pissed you off at work, okay? You push the pain under the rug and it comes out through what you do or what you don't do, okay? So I want you to stop right now with the okie doke and realize that you are wearing a mask. You are covering up your possibilities. You're covering up your greatness. You're covering up all of those breakthroughs that you keep praying for, but you're not operating in your greatness because you just stuck. That's the word I'm using, but you are preventing yourself from moving forward. Moving forward is one of the most uncomfortable states that people find themselves in, and it is one of the most exhilarating states that you can find yourself in. When you move forward, it will change your life. It will change the lives of those who are around you, but it will also help you realize that there's something greater. You will never know it if you never try it, right? So I want to know, when are you going to face the music? When are you going to face the music? I want you to take some time out for yourself. As a woman, we put everybody else before us. When you put everyone else before you, then you start to decline. You cannot improve what you don't monitor. So if you're not monitoring your health, your mind, your spirit, your future, your finances, I mean, you can name it, then it's going to decline. So if you're not monitoring where you're stuck, you can't improve it. If you're not monitoring where your purpose, your vision for life, you can't improve it. So you got to face you. Look at yourself in the mirror. I know so many people, we have so much to say about everyone else. you fix we can fix everyone else, but now it's time to look yourself in the mirror. Get a mirror, look at you, face you. You make a decision. Make the decision right now that today is going to be the first day of the best day of your life. Okay, so once you have come to grips with who you are and what your purpose is, what you're passionate about, and who you're going to make an impact on, I want you to take action. I want you to join this mission, right? I know everybody's not there, but I'm surrounded by so many people who want to go to the next level in their lives. They want to go to the next level in their relationships, in their finances, in their careers, in their businesses. Okay. Let that be your story. Okay. Who are you hanging out with? Because you hanging out with people who have no vision, no purpose, who have no desire to find out what it is, then you just gonna continue to keep doing what you're doing. You, I mean, it's up to you. You need to be authentic and embrace your truth. Right? As long as I believed I was okay, I didn't make any changes. As long as you think that what you're doing is okay, then you're going to stay exactly where you are. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to feel the fire in you to get your butt, they say get your butt on fire, get that fire under your butt so that you can move and take some action to change your life and walk in the divine destiny that you were created to walk in. Okay. I want to be excited for your greatness. I want to hear about the wonderful things that you accomplish. So please hit me up. Let me know. If you're stuck, I'll help you. I can walk you through the steps that you can do to go to the next level in your life. I write about it in my book about what I went through. This can be your story too. Get unstuck today. This is what I'm on a mission to help women all across the globe to not only get unstuck, but to recognize and identify and walk in their purpose. Okay. It was when I was exposed and the truth was put in front of me. That's when change started to occur. Sometimes being exposed and facing the truth, it will make you mad. Okay. You're not only going to be uncomfortable, but you go get mad. The truth hurts. And if anybody tells you something different, they are lying. Sometimes you need to get exposed, but you need to make sure that you find an accountability partner, somebody or a coach, somebody that you can talk to, that you can trust with your stuff, with your weaknesses, with the areas where you're struggling with, where you've been traumatized. Okay? Because you need someone who can hear you, listen to you, who can encourage you, but who can also tell you the truth about yourself. But within all of that, um, you're going to be exposed and it's going to make you cry sometimes. Some people don't cry, but it's when you do, it allows you to release and let go of some things. But getting exposed, I think society makes it look like a bad thing, but that's what's going to help you go to the next level. Being transparent and letting I feel like the enemy knows how to keep you in bondage. When you don't want to expose the truth about who you are, what you've done, and where you are in your life, then it's like, okay, she's never going to take action. She's going to stay right there where she is. I got her. Let's make the devil mad. It's your time. It's time to stand up in yourself. Okay? When I say stand up in yourself, there's a giant inside of you that's waiting to come out and to just blow people's mind. As Dr. Tracy Lynn says, you were built to amaze. Come on, man. Woman. Whoa, man. I like to say that. But that's when change will occur. You have to face the truth and allow yourself to be exposed. Okay? I didn't like the woman I become. She was not the me I wanted to be. So as I thought about my purpose and the people I was to serve, I had to let go of the person I had been pretending to be for so many years. I had to let go. of that person, that shy and timid person. That wasn't me. That's the person I had become because of some things in my life, some situations, the situations. Yeah, all of that and some. Because I was listening to the opinions of other people, and I thought, hey, well, maybe this is true. Maybe um what they're saying is real. But how many of you know that that's not true? Um, I think that some people, thank you all for joining me. I want to give you all a shout out if you joined. I see Corinne and Brandon and join me at some point. I don't know if you all are still there. I can't tell, but thank you all for joining me. And don't forget to let me know where you are located. If you are in North Carolina, hey neighbor. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up. I'm really serious. Being exposed, identifying your truth is gonna be scary sometimes. Trying to get unstuck and identifying your purpose and walking in your authority and knowing that you are able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ever ask, think, or imagine, according to that strong power of God that's operating in you. That word is for a Christian. Okay. I want you to know it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be tough sometimes. You're gonna want to give up. But the fight to get uncomfortable and stay there, to reach my greatness, to be uncomfortable for however long is needed so that I can reach the greatness that I was created to achieve. It was all worth it. It has been worth it. It's going to continue to be worth it. You have to trust this process. It is a process. It's not something that you're just going to accomplish overnight. It's not something that you can just, you see people and you're like, oh wow, you think that they made those millions overnight. No, they have had a process. They have been betrayed, talked about, misused, mistreated, abused, all of that. Some people have gone through some really tough times to get to where they are, but it is because they didn't give up. It is because they recognize that there's something world needs, and that is in you. You have it too. Yes, you were made. You were made to create and to change the world. There's something in you that we all need. So just know that you have a bigger purpose. Just know that you have a story to tell. Just know, sorry, y'all. I didn't turn my phone off. But just know that you have a bigger purpose. You have a story to tell. And there's someone who's waiting for you to show up so that so they can gain some knowledge from you, so that they can go to the next level in their life based on the tips and strategies that you share with them. And you need a vision. You're not sure that you have a vision. Hey, I'm willing to walk you through the steps. That is who God has created me to be. I don't know. Like one day I recognized, I'm like, wow, ideas just come to me like for other people like this. Like, wow, why is that? And I realize because that is when I show up, I help people to expand their vision so that they can take their lives to the next level. That is something, that's a gift that God gave me. Why? I guess it's for you. You already know most of the time what that is. You have probably written it down. But then you just sit there, look at it, dream about it, talk about it. But then you just say, you know what? it's probably not for me, or I'm too old. I'm not too old. It's not too late. It's going to take action. Like my coach Shantae Hawkins, she said, um, she talks about making money. It it doesn't take money to make money. It takes action, consistent action. Action is. I think some people are afraid of action, or allergic to action, or um, scared of action. They get sick from action. I don't know. I know what it is for me, and I recognize that I hide away. I try to go into the background in my life, and and draw back from who I was created to be. And so there have been some phenomenal people placed in my life. I thank God. I thank God for answering my prayers when I said I need help, because it's because of these people that I have pushed. I have been pushed. I have been knocked out, TKO by them, so that I can wake up and get myself to a place that I need to be. It's time for another sip of tea now. You got to trust yourself, trust the process, and don't let it stop you. Don't let the pain, the discomfort stop you from going to the next level and to getting to um, that place where you need to be, that place that you were created for. You need a push. This your girl, Keisha Cotter. I was thinking about, I don't know if you've seen on my personal page, my daughter, she watched so many videos with me of Eric Thomas, and she was like, "This your girl, Keisha Cotter." I mean, Christina Carter. But anyway, so I am Keisha Laluz Carter. I am passionate about helping you take your life to the next level, get unstuck, walk in your divine destiny, and know that you do have a story to tell. I am the one to help you get from here to there. Move forward. Don't stop. Get it, get it. All right. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. I will wait just a moment to see if anyone has any questions. If you have any comments, post them below. If you want to work with me, shoot me an inbox, and we can schedule some time together so that we can talk it out, walk it out. And I'm excited. My book is almost done. For those of you who have supported the Love After Cancer book movement, I thank you. We are in our final stages. It has been a journey. There's things that come up in life that you just never know. But I'm so thrilled and excited to bring this project to you. There will be more information coming out on that. I thank God for my assistant, Corinne. I love you so much. You have no idea. You have helped to change my life. And um, Voila was my first help and my first assistant. And the two of you, I don't know. You have helped me when I was gonna lose my mind up in here, up in here. It's because of people like you that I'm able to be here and to do the things that I do. So thank you so much. I love you all for real. And if there's nothing that you have to say, no comments, no questions, I will see you next time. I will say this. They're going to be coming up on the Tea Talk. I'm going to bring some of my friends on to share some information with you, to share some tips with you on different things about life, about um, getting through, whether it's cancer survivors, whether it's, you know, just everyday things. We talking about getting unstuck, excuse me. I have some people in my life who they have so much value to bring, and you do not want to miss these future broadcasts. So please make sure that you take a moment to subscribe to my channel, to my videos, and my website. Here's my website. You can take a look at what I have going on. We will be updating the website soon with new content. Lalu Speaks. Right now we have laluspeaks.com. Right now I have a blog that's talking about forgiveness. Okay, because if you aren't forgiving, that means you are holding up your blessing. You are impacting your health, because forgiveness is for you. It helps you to release, tension in your body, because when you're not forgiving, you can be frustrated, mad, aggravated, annoyed, right? That's not for you. So we have my goal is to work on being a better forgiver, and I want to help you with it. So that my website. You can find my book, my sunglasses. For those of you who like um, sunglasses, we have some other products coming out soon. So just be on the lookout. I thank you all for your support, for your time, for your love, for your prayers. Because a girl like me, I need it. All right. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, and I will be talking with you all again soon. Hopefully, I'll see your comments below, and I will be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Love you for real. Good night.